Next up is the Chairman's Award. Once again, I will introduce Ted Lizotte. We now invite back our Chairman, Ted Lizotte, to present the Chairman's Award. I guess I could have cut that back, probably by some words. Ted?
First of all, I should apologize about David. Sorry about that. We are approaching the end of the meeting here. We've only got, I think, just a little bit left. There's only a few sheets of paper. So for anybody who has worked on this convention as David is, I told him you need to stick to the script. That fell on deaf ears. You know how important it is to stay with the script, because she's staring at you. The thing that's just going to drive me mad would be this. Because I'm almost done. The Chairman's Award was first presented in 1981. I enjoy this award because there are so many individuals working hard daily for the greater good of the activity. Not everyone achieves, milestone or gold card status, but that by no means diminishes their contributions. The fact that I'm allowed to take a few minutes to recognize some of these people, to me, is an excellent use of this platform for our time. For this presentation, I only want to keep you in the dark for a very short period of time. When I decided to recognize this individual, I had to learn to jump through a few hoops that I knew nothing about. For that, I needed to reach out to the only person I thought could help me, Paula Swift. Now, unfortunately, through no fault of their own, Paula isn't with us this weekend. She does send her congratulations and really wishes she could be here tonight. But tonight's recipient thought there was a more important role Paula needed to play by manning the home office due to the end of the renewal season. Through it all, Paula kept my secret, which is remarkable as she's worked undercover for the last 6 months. She's aware that she'll probably get a stern talking to at some point as well, and she's fine with that. Once Paul was on board and I needed another assistant, enter Jack Letts. I called Jack, told him my idea, and then Paul was on board. I explained how he could help, and Jack, being Jack, was all in. I appreciate his willingness to aid in an event. Thank you, Jack. Lastly, I needed someone to read this and do an open and honest critique of it, because let's face it, I couldn't really ask our recipient to do it. Enter Shelley. Well, she didn't need to enter, she was kind of already included. But you get the idea. As the recipient's other mom, I also needed to swear her to secrecy, and she has fulfilled her role beautifully as well. So thank you, Shelley. If you haven't figured out tonight's recipient yet, well, then you're asleep or not paying attention. Let's unpack a bit about her with a quote from her own website, shall we? Quote, Teresa, beloved daughter of Frank and Elisa Berger. Okay, I added that part because I knew they were here. Grew up in the square dance activity and began calling in 2010. She calls and teaches square dancing through Plus, cues rounds through Phase 3, and teaches line dances. She's a member of Call Lab and a life member of the Indiana Dancers Association. She records for Rhythm Records. Teresa currently serves as the Executive Director of Call Lab, the International Association of Square Dance Callers, and as the Executive Secretary for the Call Lab Foundation for the Preservation and Promotion of Square Dancing. End quote. And it is to this last paragraph that I will be focusing on. Teresa began as an Assistant Executive Director in 2018. In 2020, she took over the job of Executive Director from Dana Sherman, which were big shoes to fill. Let's face it, while there have been 26 different chairs of this organization, Teresa is only the 5th Executive Director, which I confirmed by asking Teresa. Calm, white, reedy, Shermer, and now Berger. First, we had 4 almost or mostly retired older gentlemen. Now, we have a young lady. And in this historically male-dominated role, she shines, people. She does. I'm supposed to make it perfect. I've always tried to be a cheerleader, protector, though she's never asked, and honestly, doesn't need me to be. I'm going to pause briefly here and take a sidestep out of my speech because I invented this part. I'll pause briefly here to mention the waiter rule, which suggests that a person's true character, empathy, and kindness are revealed by how they treat service staff. Sounds familiar, I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. I want to acknowledge that I have read and responded to some of the emails sent to Teresa, and I also heard about a number of the phone calls. Some of the messages have been disappointing to read or hear. I encourage everyone to remember that words matter, and that the way we communicate reflects who we are. Due to the respect that I have for this organization and the office that I currently hold for a very short time, my responses to these events have been tempered with restraint. But as I'm leaving, I thought a friendly reminder that we should all hold ourselves to a higher standard and choose our words and actions more carefully was warranted. Now back to what we're doing. That's the heavy part. As I said, I've tried to spend some of my time as chair championing what we do as an organization and what this lady does in particular. Make no mistake, this job has grown and changed since its inception. The pay, however, has not kept up. Let's really think about this for a moment. If we were going to run an ad looking for a candidate to take this position, besides the lines that says, willing to work for peanuts, and an ability to handle, assist, and deal with aging boomers and inflated egos, what would we ask for? Honestly, here's just a few things to consider. Square dance involvement. Must understand and speak the square dance language. Ability to call is necessary. Ability to call well is preferred. Secretarial skills. Must be able to type quickly and keep up with a labyrinth, chair, EC, and co-op. Office manager. Must handle all functions of a small office team, including HR, payroll, hiring, firing, training, scheduling, facility management, janitorial services, and all communications such as email, phone, and yes, snail mail, and at times pest control. Merchandising coordinator must handle creative conceptualization, implementation, acquisition, marketing, sales, and distribution of all items, including the chairs. You know what would be cool? Because I do that a lot. Ideas like t-shirts and yearbooks and other stupid ideas that the chair has. Public speaking will be called on often to speak to many different organizations, domestic and abroad. Must be comfortable speaking slowly. And be deeply knowledgeable about this organization's roots and beginnings. Event planner needs to scout pristine and inexpensive locations. Deal with hotels, vendors, and visitors bureaus. Negotiation skills a must, and the ability to squeeze every last drop out of a budget is paramount. Audiovisual mastery. Acquire and utilize equipment and software necessary to provide members with an in-depth understanding of everything Caller Lab, though in reality, many will choose to ignore it. Talking to you guys. Social media manager, she needs to understand and utilize social media platforms such as Facebook and YouTube to reach membership and the general public to keep this organization relevant in the 21st century. This one's the toughie. Webmaster and database guru. Must be exceptionally competent in Microsoft Office, QuickBooks, MailChimp, Dropbox, Canva, Google Groups, WordPress, Adobe, Zoom, ChatGPT, and other platforms as needed. Ability to run and maintain multiple servers and firewalls a must. Librarian must catalog, update, and review, and maintain all existing historical and future documentation constantly. Membership gopher must be at the beck and call of what feels like literally everyone all the time. Preferably with an enduring smile on ready, it's fine. Look, I could add lines for paralegal, insurance agent, historian, cheerleader, referee, and keep going, but let me wrap this up and get serious and try to hold it together. I realize that I only know a fraction of what Teresa has to deal with and accomplish with this organization on any given day. And I can't understand how she does the stuff I know about, much less the things I don't. Most chairs work a full-time job, as I do, and call, which means that the time to easily reach me is outside of her working hours. Teresa gives this organization almost 24/7, 365 support. Just because the office is closed or she's overseas, she's still knee-deep in getting everything done. As I mentioned in my last from the chair, and I'm sure everyone watched, we are all here going through what is arguably the biggest challenge this organization has seen since its inception. Trust me when I say that this chair is telling you that none of this happens without the lady in that chair. It just does not. It's impossible for me to speak highly enough of tonight's recipient. Besides everything else I've mentioned, in our 5 years together, she has grown to be my friend, her police, a sounding board, a guidance counselor, a partner, a confidant, and a close friend. I will miss our time together, and I look forward to seeing what she does next. Ladies and gentlemen, the daughter I never had, Teresa Berger.
Sit down. My goodness gracious, I have no idea what to say. That was not in the script. I told you I don't have any prizes. My gosh, I tell people all the time that I have the coolest job in the world. And so it's incredible to me. I think about myself like 5 years ago, that I'm in a different lifetime, right? But I'm so blessed to know all of you, for the support of the executive committee. They've been an incredible team to work with over the last few years. The board, all these people work so hard, and so I'm just so lucky to do this. Of course, like a huge shout out to my parents that are just the best support I could ever ask for. Anyway, luckiest girl in the world. Who knew it? When I came to my first Call Life convention after being hired as the assistant, I was 25 years old, and I was like, all right, these quarter-century certificates, let's go. That's the amount of years I've been on Earth. And so, count down. I figured if we start those quarterlies, I can start working that that way. All right, again, but I so appreciate just all the work that you do, all the support that you show to me, the kindness and the generosity that you show to me and to our organization. Again, I'm the luckiest person in the world to work with all of you. So thank you to Ted, Mom and Dad, all the people that serve my family. So thank you.
You know what would be cool? What would be cool is if we gave another huge hand for Teresa Berger.